Well, tonight, the town of Canton, which is west of Asheville, is still struggling to get in touch with some of its residents.
I spoke to the town mayor about that and Canton's other struggles. A mayor whose own father faced a similar situation as mayor 20 years ago.
This was apocalyptic for Canton, but this is regional. The West North Carolina, every community, everywhere has experienced an absolute horrific, flooding. And now we're engaged in many regards, still looking for people and recovery. And it's all been hindered by an absolute breakdown and collapse of our telecommunications. And more heartbreaking is I'm still getting messages from people in the Raleigh area. Hey, I haven't heard from my loved ones. Some are in Canton, some are not. Is there anything you can do to help? The idea that we have people so many days later still looking for their loved ones because they can't place a cell phone call is horrific and unacceptable.
Canton has had its challenges before Helene. Its local paper mill recently shut down. In 2021, the flood caused by Tropical Depression Fred. And in 2004, the floods caused by Hurricanes Francis and Ivan. That devastation was 20 years ago to the month, and Zeb's father, Pat, was mayor. Did you learn any lessons, or has your dad given you any advice? His expertise, I hate to say that, because who wants expertise in this kind of thing? Has it helped you?
It has. I think seeing leadership, balancing decision-making with comfort. There are times to talk about what we do next, but sometimes you have to comfort people who have lost everything.
What about communication with state agencies and FEMA?
The lack of cellular communication has made every aspect of this much more challenging. We have hot meals for people to tell them where to go. We have water, but we can't get that out other than radio. We have emergency management services trying to communicate with other emergency management services and people coming from other parts of the state, but we can't place a cell phone or text message to them to tell them where to go. But I will say this, it's not because we haven't tried. Not to make light of this, and I've told several people this, the last time Canton and Western North Carolina faced down a flood of this magnitude, you can look it up. It's in the book of Genesis. There's nothing to compare it to other than Noah and his ark. This is incomprehensible how much water was dumped on the mountains of North Carolina.